There's something out here, beyond the metal monstrosities and the end-of-the-world ingenuity. The mass of people gathered here for different reasons, but at the same time, together, in this celebration of dirt and steel and survival. There's something here that's much, much deeper. So what is this thing that connects us all out here in the wasteland? As for the vehicles, they come in all shapes, sizes, and styles out here, in a post-apocalyptic melting pot of creativity and originality.
This is my ugly Curt. He's my baby. I love him. Yeah. This actually started off as just a F-150 with a Lariat package XLT, so just a really big F-150. I think that the most unique is the hatch that we have up top, so you can pop out, and that's off of the U.S. Nimitz. When they were destructing it down in the harbor, we did some barter and got that put on for us. So we have a part of history on the truck.
Every piece of every build seems to have a story.
Most of the metal on the side is actually from old displays.
Like the window pieces?
Shelf, grocery cart or two.
Yeah.
What we started off with was the body and the engine from a 1992 Mazda Miata, and then we cut the front of it off, and then we cut the back of it off. A couple of us built an exo set for it, so like all the roll cage stuff that you see up here was added to the car. There was an engine swap that was put in place, so we went from a 1.6 liter to a 1.8. We're going to a 350 in a few months. And yeah, we just ended up lifting her. She's been flipped a couple of times out in the desert, completely road legal, surprisingly, and it's used as a daily driver.
This is an 82 square body dually. We converted to a troop transport for raiding other camps and towing people around. It's got platforms on the front and on the sides, dual stacks that actually shoot flames, and you got to take a look inside. The full custom interior, Valkyrie's leather worker. We did the dash, all the seats, and every one of them switches works.
This is my Warbug. It's a 2006 Volkswagen Beetle. It was pristine when we bought it. Charcoal gray, new interior, new top. But since then it's been painted with a two-part epoxy, and we've just kind of had fun with it. We tow so much out here from Oklahoma that I needed something that I could drive all the way. So it's street legal. I drive it all the way from Oklahoma City.
This car is my 57 Chevy. It's known as Lockjaw. And fucker is over here taking his clothes off in the back. My late brother was a car builder. He was built hot rods, and I came to visit him one day, and on his property he had this rusted out 57 Chevy Husk laying on the ground. And I asked him what he was going to do with it, and he had a customer who wanted to restore a full 57 Chevy, but it was so damaged that they were going to look for another one. I asked him what he was going to do with it, and he said he didn't know. They probably were going to try to sell it. And I just looked at it, and it was already so beautiful and so perfect. And the lines on a car like this are just so fantastic. I got a hold of Spud from Black Thumb, who's a very talented car builder, and sent him some photos of this, and he got very excited. We all did right away because we knew what we had was pretty special. And he came down and we trailered it out to his property. Shortly after that, we needed a chassis for it. We found a Silverado 1500, I believe it's a 93, and stripped it down. Then we had to cut the frame. We took a I think 4 feet out of it in order to make it fit. So the blowers actually have flame effects to it that blows fire out of the top of it, which is fantastic. My brother, after my brother passed away, my father and I went to his property and we were helping deal with his affairs after he passed, and we went into his shop and he had the trim for a 57 Chevy Bel Air. He had 2 sets of them and they were awesome, and these ones we wanted the ones that were the most damaged, and so we added that on there. At first I thought it might be too clean, we'll see what it does, and we just held it up there and it was like, this is perfect, it's got to go on. One thing that's unique about this vehicle is people's reaction to it. Often when people see this, they feel that this is an abomination. Like, why would you do this to a 57 Chevy? They love it. They love these cars. They want it restored back to its pristine, original form. But I think this just made it so much more beautiful. It's just so badass. People love it, and I really enjoy watching reactions, even if they're negative ones. It gets a reaction out of people, and I think that's fantastic.
My vehicle is based on a 1932 Chevy body. The chassis is a 1967 Chevy 3/4 ton pickup truck. We just shortened 24 inches out of the frame, slapped it back together. The 32 Chevys aren't very common, so it kind of is a different build. It was a little rough, too rough to build back for a hot rod, so it was just sitting in the yard rotting away. We kept the 292 straight 6. Runs really good. It's 4-wheel drive, beadlock wheels. It's full cage. We still take it out in the hills and have fun in it.
Wasteland Weekend and the automotive culture within are incredible. Collectively, this community and the entire experience is on another level.
We're working on getting it out.